doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. We're blessed.
How was your day today?
Excellent, man.
I joined late. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't hear a lot of it.
It's okay. Just talking about what the Injeel is and how some Muslims said it's the Bible, some Muslims said it's not the Bible. So some Muslims said that we don't know what it is. So, it's interesting.
Yeah, here's interesting. Do you have time for the question? The different question?
Different question?
Ooh.
The question right now is, what is the Injeel?
I don't think we can go anywhere for that topic, but...
Why not? I'm telling you, when we deal with this question, it's going to lead you right to Christ in the Bible.
We'll see, okay. And I can give you what I think. What I think most people understand is Islam is what Jesus was preaching, mostly. That's what we understand it.
Yeah, and the question is, what is that? You sound a little muffled, by the way, though.
Oh,
they're saying that your sound sounds muffled.
I was just saying, it's the Injeel we believe is what Jesus was preaching when he was in his time, basically.
Is it any better, guys? I mean, I can hear him just fine, but
oh, they can't hear me?
Your mic is muffled. That's what it sounds like. Like you got something covering the mic or something. You have on headphones or anything?
No, I don't have headphones on. Maybe.
Well, yeah, you're good enough. You just make sure you just sound. Yeah, they're saying it sounds fine now. So yeah, just make sure you speak directly in it and it's not muffled or anything. So yeah, he said, guys, for those who didn't hear him, he said that from the Muslim understanding, the Injeel is what Jesus was preaching, and so that's the question is, what is that? What was he preaching?
Oh, okay, so we can have this topic, we can have a conversation, but remember, I don't know if you remember the last conversation we had, kind of turned left, so I want to start with something, before we can go on this road, but I want to start with something else, which is, I want you to say three good things about Prophet Muhammad. It's a challenge, just good, not sarcasm, nothing. Give me three good things.
I didn't know you were the host, but okay, host.
No,
I'll follow you.
I want people to see that.
No, it's okay. I'm a guest. I'm a guest on your live. So I'll make sure I indulge and engage. I don't want the people to vote me off. So
I appreciate it.
All right, for sure. All right, host. Three good things about Muhammad.
Yes.
If I'm gonna be real with you, man, I don't got any.
None.
None.
Okay. Can I say three things that he did good?
Sure.
Okay. All right. For example, you believe, you know how they were treating females in Arab world before Prophet Muhammad, when they have female daughter?
Some of them would bury them alive.
Okay. Did that stop after him?
Did it?
Did it stop that?
I don't know. Did it? I don't know. Did it?
I believe it did. But we don't see that anymore.
Well, from what I saw, if it stopped, I saw Muhammad say that the woman who buries her daughter, her infant daughter, and the one who is buried will go to hell.
Sorry, what was it?
Muhammad said
he didn't stop?
No, I didn't say that he didn't stop it. I'm saying when it comes to that topic, he said that the woman who buried her infant daughter and the one who is buried, the infant daughter who's buried, both go to hell.
Say, who said that?
Muhammad.
And this is
an authentic hadith. You want to see it?
Go for it.
Yeah, honestly, it shocked me when I saw it.
Go for it.
All right, let me see if I can pull it up because I don't have it in my archive. I just got to pull this up real quick and do my GodLogic thing. Let's see him.
I'm actually disappointed on you, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why?
You said you couldn't find anything.
He wasn't a good man, bro. He was not a good man.
Listen, even bad people, sometimes they do good things. Even if you believe he was a bad person, you can see a good effect when people follow him. But you could even
the effects of people follow him is terrible. They have sex with children. They take people's wives. They adultery, temporary marriage, muta and stuff like that. That's horrible. The fruits of Islam, the fruits of Muhammad. It's horrible, bro. It's bad. Thank you, Nas. All right. All right. Sunan Abu Dawood 4717. Let me actually put it on the screen and get there so that everybody can see it, so no one thinks that logic is lying. You guys know logic never lies.
No, logic. Do you actually argue with people
smarter
with knowledge?
People? Yeah, I do it all the time.
Oh, do you got a YouTube channel or something? Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
Thanks.
No, because this is not showing the whole side. This is not good for you. It doesn't show you and get a picture.
It shows me an excellent picture when I'm getting back channels and messages from Muslims who are converting and Muslims who are saying, wow, I never saw this before, and wow, they've been teaching me something different, but you've helped me research the truth of Islam. It's a real good look. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, man. Bringing people to the light. You know?
Okay.
So this is Sunan Abu Dawood. It's grade Sahih. Sunan Abu Dawood 4717.
All right.
Okay. It says Amr reported the Messenger of Allah as saying, the woman who buries alive her newborn girl and the girl who is buried alive, both will go to hell. This tradition has also been transmitted by Ibn Masud from the Prophet to the same effect through a different chain of narrators. So, it's authentic. Even Ibn Masud was narrating this. So the woman who buries her newborn girl alive and the newborn girl alive who's buried, the baby, the infant who hasn't done nothing wrong, will go to hell. That's what Muhammad is teaching.
That's wrong, first of all.
Good.
No. I mean, even in the Muslim teaching, because anybody who's not mature, doesn't have the maturity level to understand the knowledge about God, is automatically going to heaven. And there's a lot of hadiths that support that.
There's no hadiths that support that. Bro.
Okay.
Bro, look.
See, when you say that, there's no topic. Have you studied all of it?
I've studied this subject pretty well, man. Look, I'm giving you something right now. You said this is wrong. Is Muhammad wrong for teaching this?
How about this logic? You see the one you just provided me?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know about. I've never seen it. I don't know about it. So I can bring somebody who knows more about it next time, and you can have a discussion with them, because now you're saying this to a lot of people. So most of us don't know about this. So it seems like it's a bad thing. So I want people to explain this.
What do you think that there is? What do you think could be a possible explanation for Allah sending to hell the newborn innocent child who was buried alive by her mother? How is that? What can they how can they explain that away?
I'm saying I don't know why he says Sahih. That's my problem. It's not even the topic. I'm talking about why he's saying Sahih.
Oh, why is it great, Sahih?
Yeah.
Because it's authentic.
I want to make sure that's the right.
It even says, do you know who Ibn Masud is?
Not really.
Oh man, yeah. So Ibn Masud, he's one of the 4 people that Muhammad said you have to learn the Quran from. He's one of the 4. So he's like legit.
I'm happy you bring it up. Never seen it. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's good you brought it up. But I want you to have this conversation with somebody who actually knows the subject, not me.
Yeah. No worries. Take a screenshot of this for me. I want you to have this. Take a screenshot.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you did? Okay. Good. All right. So next time we talk, you can come back and tell me what, someone whoever you trusted, tell me what they said to you. And
no. Instead of being a person in between, let's just bring somebody, like I can bring somebody who knows and you can talk to them.
Okay, yeah, I'm down for that. Bring someone who you trust knows, and I'll definitely have this conversation with them. No worries.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's another one I want to show you. It's of the same thing. Showing you.
I don't know what website you're using. You got a collection down there. Okay, go ahead.
Well, this is Sunnah.com. So they just have a bunch of hadiths. I'm just in the Sunan. I'm in the Sunan Abu Dawud collection.
Okay.
So like let me just show you. So this is Sunnah.com. It has like all these collections of hadith. It got Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, An-Nasai, stuff like that. Sunan Abu Dawud. So when I just click Sunan Abu Dawud, all the books that are in Sunan Dawud that are available that they have are here. So I just went to it. So when you click on one of the books, like for example, I'm clicking on this one, 33. When I click on it, it gives me all the hadiths that are in that book in Sunan Abu Dawud. So it's a good website. Sunnah.com is used by everyone.
I'll check that one too.
For sure. So here's another one. Because I to have this idea that babies who just go to heaven automatically, they never did no sin, no wrong, they're innocent, they haven't reached the age of accountability, right? They haven't hit puberty. Like you would think, it's common sense, like, yeah, they're innocent, they're going to go straight to heaven and stuff. No, the Quran doesn't teach, or Islam doesn't teach that. Like we just saw that hadith that I showed you, and now here's another one in Sahih Muslim. In Sahih Muslim, it's slipping my mind. What's that hadith in Sahih Muslim, guys, where it says, I got it. I'll just do this. Peradventure. Put in some keywords here. All right, here it is. Too late, Nas. So it says in Sahih Muslim. Now watch that. I want you to screenshot this too. Take a screenshot. Let me know when you got it.
I got it. Can we read it though?
Yeah. I'm
see it. So if I don't
zoom in. So it says, Aisha, the mother of the believers, said that Allah's messenger was called to lead the funeral prayer of a child of the Ansar. Okay? I said, so this is Aisha talking now. So Aisha said, Allah's messenger, there is happiness for this child who is a bird from the birds of paradise, for it committed no sin, nor has he reached the age when one can commit sin. Right, so this child who passed away, Aisha is saying she's happy for the child because the child didn't commit sin, nor was the child at the age where he can commit sin. So he didn't even reach puberty yet, right? So he's innocent. He's going straight to paradise, Aisha says. So Muhammad responds. He said, Aisha, peradventure. That means stop, hold on. Muhammad says, hold on. It may be otherwise. So Aisha thinks the baby's going to heaven. Muhammad says, hold on, it may be otherwise. So that baby may be going to hell. Why? Because God created for paradise those who are fit for it while they were yet in their father's loins, and created for hell those who are to go to hell. Now watch this. Here's the important part. He created them for hell, while they were yet in their father's loins.
Okay.
So before they can even do anything, before they're even born, Allah creates certain people for paradise and creates certain people for hell. Now, this isn't talking about that Allah...
Pause. I'm sorry. But if God knows everything, if God knows we're going to go hell or heaven before he created us, does that automatically say that that's not nothing new? He already, do we not knew like he knows everything when he created us? Does he not know like we're going to go hell or heaven?
There's a difference. There's a difference between God's or Allah's foreknowledge, like what he already knows beforehand, and then what he determines, what he actively, makes happen. This isn't talking about, Allah just knows who's going to go to hell before it. It's not what it says. It says that he created them for hell. He created them for hell.
What I'm saying is, if he knew they're going to go to hell, well, he created them. Does that mean he created them for hell?
No, just him knowing that they're going to go to hell doesn't mean that he created them for hell. No, it's not. Again, if I know that you're about to touch the fire, it doesn't mean that I made you touch the fire or, lured, made a purpose for you to touch the fire. No. My foreknowledge is not the same as me determining what happens with you, determining your actions or determining your destination. There's a difference. Allah knows, if you're saying he's all-knowing, yes, he's all-knowing and knows the people's destination.
Yeah.
But it's more than that. Not only does he know people's destination, he created them for that specific destination. Understand what I'm saying?
I mean, you're wording it differently, but if you deep down think about the first one is the same one as the second one, to be honest.
Yeah, both hadiths are,
I'm talking about like the statement you saying, knowing where you're going and creating you while knowing where you're going is the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it isn't. But, let me see if I can come up with an example for you.
Okay, clarify that.
I'm trying to come up with an example for you. Okay. If you know what I'm about to do, does that mean that you determined what I was about to do? If you already know what I'm about to do?
Are you saying he's determining for the people where they're gonna be?
Yes.
I'm saying is.
I know what you're saying. All you're saying is he just knows. It's not that he determines it. He just knows.
He gives them free will on the earth.
No, they don't have free will. There is no free will. He created them for hell.
He created them for hell.
Yes, that's what it says. He created them for hell while they were yet in their father's loins.
Hey, from that, I don't know what you're trying to say though.
I'm saying that even in your religion, it doesn't matter if it's a baby who's completely innocent or whatever, or someone who is grown up and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. Even babies go to hell according to Islam, and it's Allah who created them for hell. It's not that their actions in this life, causes them to either go to heaven or hell. No, Allah has already created them for heaven or hell. Doesn't matter what they do. Even babies. This is a baby that we're talking. This is a child that we're talking about that might go to hell according to Muhammad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna give a comment on that statements because I don't know the background stories of Hadith. So usually Hadith has like a lot of stories behind it when that happened. So we can discuss that on who's more knowledgeable about that.
Of course.
And my understanding is God can, God created all of us, the people who goes heaven or hell. He created us, and if we say he's all knowing, it means he knows when he created us who's going to hell or heaven. When we came to earth, Like, you have free will. I have free will. I might go to hell or heaven, but I have a free will to come to talk to you here and not to talk to you here. You know what I mean? So,
Yes, which means that Islam is false because it teaches that you don't have free will, bro. I understand the reality of that we live in. In reality, we have free will. We choose our actions. We choose what we do and things that you chose to come up here on my stage. I chose to let you up. We have free will in reality, but according to Islam, you don't. So Islam does not align with reality. That's why this is one of the reasons why I reject Islam, bro.
Let's make that statement. Islam doesn't
Align with reality.
That's the craziest thing I've heard.
Man, that's the craziest thing you've heard, and you've been watching me for a while now?
Yes, because, come on, because every shit makes sense with Islam.
So what I just showed you, that makes sense, what I just showed you?
The one you showed me, I need to learn about more. The Islam I know, it makes a lot of sense.
Well, I understand. The Islam, you said something very keen. The Islam that you know makes perfect sense to you. And here's this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm suggesting to you. That the Islam that you know is not the true Islam. The Islam that you've been taught, that you've learned growing up and been taught at the mosque and or by your parents or by your teachers, is not the Islam that is in the Quran and the Hadith. It's a completely different. Different.
The Hadith, there's a lot of Hadith that is not like people can misunderstand. But the Quran though, like I read it before, I understand the meaning. That's the one I know. Maybe Hadith, I haven't read all of it. I haven't just,
all right, so I'll tell you what, because I'm wrapping up now. But next time you come, next time you come, we will we'll go over the Quran, and I'll show you the same stuff in the Quran that you. I mean, if you're honest and you'll have to reject it. I'll show you it.
Hold up. I remember, I don't know if you remember the question I asked last time. I was trying to get this answer. What's the definition of slave?
One who serves another.
Who serve another?
Yeah.
Or, okay. So does that mean Jesus was a slave to the Father?
Yeah.
So Jesus was Muslim.
Muslims are slaves of the Father?
Huh?
Muslims are slaves of the Father?
Yeah.
Come on, I know you. That's why you hesitated.
When you mean the Father, I mean, not biological father in sense of creation to the Father, yeah.
So I'll ask you again.
Yeah.
Are Muslims slaves of the Father?
We are a servant to Allah. And you guys prefer Allah to the Father. It's just a neat word.
So is Allah the Father?
The Father?
Yeah.
Okay, like when you say the Father, like the Greeks, like
when Jesus says that God is his Father, who he submits to and serves and is a slave of, is Allah the Father of Jesus?
Okay, can you define this when you say father, biological or in the sense of creation? Which one?
Hold on, sorry.
So when you say the Father, yeah?
Bro, I don't understand what's the difficulty.
There's two definitions when you say the Father.
What's the difficulty? Is Allah let me ask you, is Allah a father in any sense?
Like, okay, in the sense of like, people used to refer him as a father, like in the Jewish, basically.
Yeah, and Allah says that he's not the father of the Jews. Chapter 5, verse 18.
Okay, Allah, let me answer that. You know, when the Greeks gods, when they believe what they believe.
That has nothing to do with the Greeks, my friend.
No.
Come on, stay focused on the main point, bro.
Okay, so what are you trying to say? When you say the Father, in the sense of...
Is Allah a father in any sense?
No, I'm asking you which way.
It doesn't matter in which way. In any way. Is Allah a father in any way?
Okay, I'll explain. Yes, if it's you, or if you're referring him as a creator. If a
Okay,
creator
show me that in the
is the
Quran.
father,
Show me that in the Quran.
linguistically, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, show me in the Quran where Allah is a father.
Allah is not the creator of everything.
Yeah, where does it say
No,
he's
no,
the
I'm saying
father?
Allah is the creator of everything.
That's what you believe. Where does it say that he's the father?
No, I'm saying in the Quran it says that he's the father of everything.
Yeah, show me that. Show me where it says he's the father of everything.
He is the creator of everything.
Show me where it says he's the father.
Come on now, are we playing this
Jada,
thing again?
I'm gonna be back.
Why are we playing this slow?
I'm gonna be back. Go.
Come on, let's be realistic and let's have a conversation. Let's not just.
Did you just say let's be realistic?
Yes.
Did you just say that to me?
Yes. Logic. Come on. Okay. When I say the Father, if you're referring him as the creator of everything, well, you know, when we say the father of modern science, he didn't biologically created it. We just say the father of that because he is the one who created it. And that says God is the Father. Does that make sense? Taking your deli right now.
Sorry, some dog was trying to get buck with me. All right.
Do you hear what I was saying though?
So you're saying yes, Allah is a father in some sense, right?
Bro, why
in the sense that He's creator.
Why are you trying to put words in my mouth? Are you understanding what I'm saying?
That's what you said. You literally said that Allah is a father in the sense that He is the creator of all things.
Listen again. Oh, they put the poll. Yes, we're gonna find out.
Now we're not gonna put the poll up. Biz boy, I like Biz boy. He's okay.
Listen, I was trying to say, okay, you know, when we say the modern...
But that's what you said, Biz boy. You know I'm not putting words in your mouth. You literally said that.
Okay, let me explain and say whatever you understand. Okay, say it back to me, whatever you understand.
I understood that from you're saying that Allah is not a father in a biological sense, that He had sex and gave birth, but that He is a father in the sense that He is the creator of all things. That's what you said.
Oh, okay, for example, when we refer to people as the father of the...
Your mic is low. Your mic is very low.
When we refer to people, the father of the modern history or whatever, we're referring them because they are the first one to discover, or they are the creator of that subject, yes? And that says, yes, He is the father of everything because He created everything. Yeah, I think you're cutting off. I didn't say discover, bro. Created.
Sorry, I was putting my address in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I heard everything you said though.
Okay.
So, in the sense that He's the source or the beginner of everything. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, He created everything. That's what I'm trying to say.
So he's the source of everything. So that's why He's, in that sense, He's the father of everything. So show me where the Quran says that. Show me where it says that Allah is the father.
And I'm saying is, in the Quran I can find a verse that say He created.
Well, that doesn't mean that He's seen as the father though. You're innovating or making up something that doesn't exist in your religion.
Sure. If that's what you think.
No, that's what it is. Like, that's why you can't give me a verse to back up your doctrine. Like I hear your theology right now. Show me a verse that backs up your theology. You're stealing from the Bible.
What did I say?
The Quran emphatically rejects this idea that Allah is a father in any way. In any way.
Because the people who come off before it, they took it to a different, like the linguist, with the language, they took it in a different sense, and people start praying to the prophet, and it's
no. The Jews said that the Jews and the Christians said that they were sons of God in the sense that they were His beloved, that He loved them, and Allah says no, you're not. That's chapter 5, verse 18. It says the Jews and the Christians say, we are the sons of Allah, His beloved. That's in the sense that they were saying He was a son. Not that they were biological children, but that He loved them dearly. And Allah says no. He rejects that.
Okay, when He rejected it because they were not in the same and the right path, or He rejected it because of that?
He rejected it because He's not a father at all. He rejected it because He's not a father at all. He literally says you can't. He literally says you cannot come to Him as a son. You can only come to Him as a slave.
All humans are born to be enslaved, though, are they not? Are we not supposed to follow? Are we meant to follow or serve?
No, we're not just supposed to be his slaves. God loves us and sees us as the true God loves us and sees us as His children. He is our parent. That's how He sees us. But Islam degrades that to know it's just a master versus and a servant. That's all it is. While the true God tells you you're more than that. Jesus tells you you are His son. You are the son of the Father in heaven who looks after you. Better than He looks after the birds in the sky. Better than He looks after the dandelions. He clothes the flowers. How much more will He clothe you? He takes care of the sparrow, the birds. How much more will your Father, this is what Jesus says, how much more will your Father in heaven look after you and feed you and provide with you what you need? That's how Jesus describes God to us. And Muhammad comes and degrades that relationship, demeans that relationship. It's almost like when people who support abortion, they have to dehumanize, demean the baby in order to make an argument. Like they say, oh, it's just a fetus, or oh, it's just a clump of cells. They bring the value down to have an argument against the baby and to be able to unalive him. That's what Satan wants. Satan wants to bring the value of humanity down. He's been doing it from the beginning. He brings the value of man down. Black people, they were not humans. They were only partial humans. Bringing the value and demeaning them down so that they can attack them and kill them. Same with the Jews, that they were not really humans. They were, demons and stuff like that, demeaning them so to have an excuse to attack them. In Islam, it demeans not just Jesus, but demeans all of mankind. That says you're just Allah's slaves. You're not His children. It's demeaning you. It's bringing your value down. When God says we are made in His image. So, You there?
Yeah. I'm just listening to you.
Listening to me preach.
Go ahead, preach. But I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I can't, like, the knowledge I have is not to argue. Like, it's not good to argue. So
we're just talking, man. I don't expect you to.
Like, I don't like. from my learning, why I know, like, why I believe, like, it doesn't matter what, like, for me, like, I believe is God so far didn't, like, put me down as a human. I think following what Islam taught me is getting me, like, I'm more proud of as a what, like,
Have you ever read the Gospels before, bro?
uh, not the whole part, but I was talking to other people, and so I read some, like, some part of it, but not the whole.
You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna have a day when I go live, and I'm gonna just have these days where I just read through the gospel. I'm just having some of those days. Do you have a Bible on you at home, or do you have access to a Bible?
I mean, I got internet. I
You got internet?
yeah.
I want you, man, on your own time, and whenever you can find time, you know, whatever, it's just for your own education, bro, for your own self-knowledge. I want you to read the book of Matthew. I want you to read the book of Matthew, bro. In it, you have the gospel, you have where Jesus, you have his birth, you have where he comes from, and you have his sermons, his teachings, and what he says about God and what he says about the people of God and what God wants from man and that connection that God has with man and why he's here. I want you, if you on your own time, man, to methodic, like, over a period of time, just go through the book of Matthew. It's not long. It's only 28 chapters.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Even before you say, I was always planning to read it. I like different perspective, hearing about different religion. I think to actually get to know your religion, you have to know other religion. You know, I believe that. So I don't mind studying it. I don't mind looking into it. I'm glad. I'll gladly do it when I have the time. Not gonna lie. But I
Yeah,
also have one more question. This is just out of the random, okay?
sure.
It might be not on the topic. Just I got you on the phone, so I will ask. So, what changed? This is always whenever I talk to Christian. This is the question I always never answer to me. What changed? Like, did God change his mind after Christ? Like, before Christ and after Christ, the perspective of religion and Christianity, the perspective of God is totally different. What made that change? Why? God changed his mind? Or was that always the plan? So if that was always the plan, the test for the people before Christ and after Christ is not the same. So that means is he not merciful? No, I'm trying to ask this question, but you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in Jesus' time and before his time, the doctrine and theology was the same. It was the exact same. It's hold on. It's not until you get to the Quran where you see a complete and utter change in difference. And this is how we know, like, look, like this is so important to me, bro. What's so important to me is consistency, is continuity. Why I love the gospel is because it lines up with the Old Testament. Why I love the Old Testament is because it highlights the gospel. It works hand in hand. There's continuity. You see it all. You see the flow. When you get to the Quran, you see the cutoff where it's absolutely disconnected from the previous scriptures and its theology. So, and I'll show you that. I'll show you like little examples of that.
As a Muslim perspective, from your Muslim perspective, it's the opposite. It's like, from my perspective, it's like I got so much similarity with the Jews, and I see different, like, the Trinity and all that, and not doing, like, you just have to believe mostly actually
But Biz Boy,
what's up?
how can you say that when you've never read the gospel or the Old Testament?
No,
How
I'm
can you?
saying like I'm not gonna lie. Like I have a conversation with people. That's how I get more of my information. So
Yeah,
I'm not
that
saying.
means nothing, bro. That don't mean nothing. If you gotta, I'm gonna show you. Like when I get time, because I'm not on the road right
Okay.
now, but when I get time on the next time I see you,
Oh,
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the consistent theme of God and His Son in the Old Testament and the New. I'm gonna show you the Old Testament where it talks about God and His Son being the Messiah to save the world and redeem the world of their sins. I'm gonna show you the New Testament that confirms that and fulfills what was said already. I'm gonna show you that same line of thinking, that same thread, that same consistency. And then I'm gonna show you where the Quran completely rejects it. I'm gonna show you it. I'm gonna show you.
I'll look forward to seeing it. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I like discussing about this. So every time
Yeah.
I come in, we can have this discussion. But let's be peaceful like this. Like
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna lie. This is better than the previous people I see because it doesn't look good. Let's try
Well,
to work on it, bro. I know you're doing your own work, but I know you can do better. That's why I'm pushing.
is it on me or is it on them? 'Cause I treat everybody the same.
I mean, but come on, now you have to be a bigger person. You're attacking their religion, so they gonna be defensive. You know that.
Yeah, instead of calling them names and cussing them out, I just kick them.
Okay, that's good. I think if that's the law, I think you're doing better than it.
That's right.
I'll let you have a good time. I don't know. You seem to like you're going.
Yeah. Out and about now. But yeah, be blessed, man, and be safe.
You too. Happy Ramadan, brother.
Come to Christ, man.
Happy Ramadan. Happy Ramadan.
Take care, man.